Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Christy Vann with VANNtastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. So today I'm going to go over a scenario with an author who contacted me and has some credit card debt that they would really like to get rid of as quickly as possible. So due to she is an author, we kind of averaged her income out at $9,000 a month. Now she can make as low as $7,000 or as high as $17,000, but we wanted to keep it on average so that in the event she has a low month, she may be ahead on the previous month and it'll all average out for her. She currently has 4 credit cards. Chase at $14,437 with a $400 a month payment, a Discover at $71.09 with a $200 payment per month, 2 Capital One cards, one at $54.59 for $200 a month, and then one at $31.18 for $1,100 a month. Now her expenses do include her rent, so the expenses are listed up here at $27.72, and her debt payments on these credit cards are currently $1,900 a month. So adding her expenses together, taking it from the $9,000 a month income, means that she has approximately $4,300 a month in cash flow. So her credit scores are really good. So she would be able to get at least $10,000 in a personal line of credit to use and transfer these cards into it, freeing up her cash flow, plus getting her out of debt very quickly. So we're going to start with the Capital One credit cards, the $54.59 and the $31.18, totaling $8,677. But we're going to add $1,000 of this Chase account into here, also bringing her balance up to $9,677. So of course that means her Chase account is now $13,437. And the credit card payment has been made for this month due to she just applied it as a $1,000 payment. In month 1, her income is going to go in, and we know that when you transfer your income into your line of credit, that satisfies the monthly payment due that month. So she doesn't have a payment due on this line of credit. After the $9,000 is put in, her balance will be $677. We're going to add in her expenses now at $27.72 and her debt payments at $200. So why did I just add $200? Well, we paid $1,000 into the Chase that eliminated this $400 payment that month. So we paid off Capital One number 1 and Capital One number 2, which freed up these payments is no longer due. The only payment she now has due is the Discover payment for $200. Adding in the expenses now brings her up to $3,649. We're going to add some interest. Her interest rate is 11%. So if you took the high balance of the account at $96.77, it would be about $89 a month. But remember, on lines of credit, the bank takes the average daily balance, so it's not going to be $89 a month. I'm just doing that to leave room for error. After the interest is added in, her balance will be back up to $37.38. So due to she has such good cash flow, we're going to add $6,000 more to the Chase account, meaning that her balance now is $74.37 on this account. That brought her line of credit balance back up to $9,738, but in month 2, her income goes again, bringing that balance right back down to $738. So we're going to add back in her expenses at $29.72. Now remember, that's the $27.72 for her living expenses, including her rent, and the $200 payment that she owes on Discover. The Chase payment was satisfied when we put the income into the account. So when you add the interest in again off of the high balance of $97.38, that gives her approximately a $90 interest rate charge for this month, bringing her balance to $3,800. So with the $3,800 still leaving room for more of the Chase payment, we're going to add $6,000 more onto the Chase account, which means that this $74.37 is now $14.37, bringing her balance back up to $9,800. Income for month 3 is going to go in at $9,000, bringing her right back down to $800. Her expenses at $29.72 will come out, so will her interest at $91 off of the high balance, bringing her to a balance of $3,863. What does that mean? That means that in month 3, she can pay off this Chase account, bringing it to a 0 balance, and she can put $4,000 onto Discover. So what did that do to the Discover payment? it satisfied it. So that $200 is no longer needed on the Discover account. So that brings her account back up to $9,300. In month 4, we're going to take $9,000 in again, bringing her balance down to $300. Adding in the expenses and the interest again, we're at $3,160. Now remember, the expenses are down to $2,772 because that is her living expenses, including her rent. So she no longer has any monthly payments on debt. Her balance would be $3,160. We're going to add $3,109 to finish paying off this Discover account right here. So this account is now gone too, bringing her balance up to $6,269. And then what happens in month 5? Well, month 5, her income, that all she can get in there is $6,269. That will pay this account completely off, and now she can use it to revolve her expenses in and out of until she decides there's something else that she would like to buy. So within 6 months, she has eliminated 4 credit cards and almost $30,000 in debt in 6 months. Just by rearranging her money a little bit, getting a line of credit that would take over these credit cards, giving her a line to put everything into so that she can just do her income in, expenses out, working that balance down every single month, stopping the monthly payments. The credit card monthly payments are ridiculous. So if you are stuck in making payments on credit cards, you are wasting your money. So much of your payment is going straight to interest. It could take you years, maybe decades, to pay off a credit card. They set it up that way because they want you paying the interest. If you use your credit cards correctly, if you get lines of credit and put your debt into those lines where you have one line, you're eliminating all of the monthly payments. All of that is cash flow now going in to work down the debt. You're going to win. Get strategic. Start putting your money where it serves you and stop throwing it away at these banks and the interest that you're paying. Such a waste. You have better priorities to be putting your money towards, and I hope that you will learn the strategies so that you can start saving the interest that you're throwing away right now, gaining wealth for your future, and helping your family to get the things that they need. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I check out the YouTube comments every day. If you haven't joined my Facebook private community, please do so. There's a link below. I sometimes have giveaways on there, giving away phone calls and stuff, and I'll be glad to have you join us. If you haven't joined Fetch yet, the link is below. Remember, Fetch gives you points for just snapping your receipts, so that has been a great asset to me just to gain extra gift cards for just taking pictures of my receipts. Strategize. Find your way out of debt by just tweaking your finances just a little bit. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I know that you can do it because I did it. I hope you guys have a terrific day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.